magic of the Cybernet Space Cube, the computer-enhanced podcast of the future. Transformers Slag Podcast.
What's up, everybody? How we all doing? This Saturday night, this is a special Saturday night. We are 1 week away from TFcon Toronto 2023, and Proto Man here has been quite busy, but how we all doing? This is the Transformers Slag Podcast Saturday night live stream main event. I'm your host, Proto Man. I am the face that runs this place. I am the voice that you hear Monday to Friday. But now you got to look at me today on Saturday, and it is a special one indeed. I have been so busy today. Actually, the room might even look a little different because I cleaned up things here and there because we've been getting ready like crazy for TFcon. We have some exclusive reveals today. You're going to see the TFcon exclusive today, as well as it's the TFcon exclusive, but it's also the Patreon exclusive, because if you're a patron, you also get an opportunity to get it too. We have a Symbiote Studios exclusive that is going to be part San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but also will be available on their web shop, but it'll be making its debut at SDCC if you want to buy it in person. We're going to be debuting that today. So 2 new Transformer products making its debut tonight. We have the news we're going to talk about. We're going to take some super chats from the fans. Got a lot of stuff. We have a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway also. Thanks to Bint Studios, we're going to be doing a giveaway also today because we're leading up to TFcon. So I figured, let's lighten your wallet with a free Transformer product. And that goes to my YouTube members, which are the green names, and my Patreon members who could participate with that. A lot of cool stuff tonight. Hope you all having a good day today. We got Princeton Phalanx 59, Retric Union is here. Mikey and Louie is here. Bigum, Abraham, Snorlato is back. Who else is here? I hope I didn't miss anybody. Rodimus Power Toy Unboxing. Timmy Cape Point, Dexter Esquire. Everyone's here. Oscar's here. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we're going to jump into it. We'll do the news first. And through the news, we're also going to do some of our big reveals. Got some cool stuff to show you guys. I am excited. I'm excited. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff here. So let's jump into it, shall we? First, we're going to start with some sexiness. Of course, this was the news that dropped on Monday. Let's talk about Kotobukiya's Bishojo line and the latest addition to that, the Starscream. So this line has been going on for about 1.5 years now, has been doing ridiculously well for Takara Tomy and Hasbro. They do a lot of different Hasbro brands. They do the G.I. Joe stuff. They do the My Little Pony stuff. The My Little Pony stuff, my goodness, there must be like 20 different releases from the My Little Pony side of things. It's crazy how well that's doing. And yeah, man, it's doing very well for them. And now they're doing the Starscream, which I'm pretty sure is going to make them tons of money because, number one, they could repaint the hell out of this. Put new accessories, new head sculpts. I mean, we already saw what they did with the Black Convoy to the Optimus Prime and how a new head sculpt and a new weapon goes a long way. This one, too, is also going to do just as well. Now, pricing for this, it's, all the previous releases have been the same price, 14,780 yen. With current exchange today, a little bit over $100, let's say, USD. So you're talking about 100 USD here, depending on where you get your pre-order. And it looks really good. Looks really good. This is right now just the sketch image. I'm sure we will see the final version in person. And again, get ready for it. Plenty of repaints with this one. Pretty hype stuff. Stay tuned for that, for sure. Let's talk about some reissues of some really good stuff in brand new paint. The Beast Wars again, BWVS 05 Rocky Mountain Showdown 2-pack. This one here, man, this one here, let me tell you. This one here is a money saver for so many people that missed out on the Amazon Pterosaur. The Amazon Pterosaur, just the Pterosaur in that set goes for I want to say like $70 to $100 right now. It's pretty insane how much that Pterosaur is going for. And Takara Tomy's like, hey man, hold my beer. Or in the case, because it's Japan, I guess, hold my Sapporo. Man, oh man, they knocked it out of the park. It looks really good. They put so much extra paint on this that the American version or the Amazon version or the Buzzworthy Bumblebee version does not have. It looks incredible. I did quite an extensive breakdown on this on my individual segment, so go check that out if you want to, like, go through every little fine detail, like the paint that's on the top of his horn and Rat Trap's whiskers, and even his toenails are painted in. They put a lot of paint into this and it looks fantastic. And because it's a core class and it's a deluxe, chances are, judging by the previous pricing from these Beast Wars Again stuff, I'm thinking $50, maybe 55, but definitely no more than that. So probably it could be even 45 for all I know. It'll probably be a lot cheaper. And considering what Pterosaur is going for on that on the secondary market right now for the Amazon one, man, pick this up. It is worth it. It is so great, this set, and I probably I'm calling it now. The next one's going to be Tarantulas and Dinobot. That's my gut feeling. That's going to be probably the next set, and it's probably going to be absolutely insane how well that one's going to turn out. It's going to be some mini masterpieces right there. So stay tuned for that one. Pretty cool stuff. But again, all we know really is the pre-orders, I think, are going to be coming next Thursday. That's the rumor that I'm getting online right now. That this, the past couple of days, it was for the masterpieces, and this one will be next week. So stay tuned for that. If not, Wonder Festival is later this month, which we're going to cover also here today. But it might be also around that time too. Everything works out at the end. This is something we talked about at the beginning of the week. Planet Orson, the Unicron Orson Welles documentary mockumentary done by the extremely talented Jared, who's the executive producer. We sat down with him earlier this week and talked about his little Kickstarter project, and it's doing quite well. Very happy with you people supporting it and stuff, and it's looking pretty good. And if you're interested in supporting this Kickstarter project to talk about the history, the last few years of Orson Welles and his connection to Transformers and everything like that, go check out that individual segment I did. It'll have all the information as well as the links to the Kickstarter. I believe it ends in 4 days from now. So if you want to be a part of it, be sure to check it out. Really cool stuff. Again, Planet Orson. Again, I sat down with Jared, the executive producer and the writer, as well as a lot of other talented people that are going to be involved with this. People who worked on Nightmare Before Christmas and Afro Samurai. So looks really good. Looks really good. Very excited about this. Can't wait to see it. And all the best of luck to Jared with Planet Orson. I hope it gets backed proper. So check that out. The individual segment, it'll have the link and you could go support Planet Orson, the documentary. Let's talk masterpieces. So we talked about these just earlier this week, so there's not much we could really say that's new developments, but two new masterpieces, repaint retools of previously existing stuff, the MP44S Optimus Prime, aka Toy Convoy. What do you get with that one? You get a sticker sheet to add that extra 80s accuracy, which has been absent from our masterpieces. Not that people really want sticker sheets, but this is a special occasion. Um, comes with a whole bunch of accessories that also were paralleled with the Black Convoy, which didn't have electronics. So this one is obviously not going to have electronics either. As a result of that, with no trailer two, the MSRP on this from Japan is 33,000 yen, which with exchange comes to about $230 USD. So, I mean, if it speaks to you, it's pretty awesome. If it doesn't, hey, you got other choices when it comes to that mold. I think it's pretty cool. I think I would have preferred if they went for a super toy accurate head instead of just a straight up repaint, like make it a little more stubby. But aside from that, I think the paint is really cool and it speaks to me. It looks really good otherwise. And our brand new character, the Decepticon medic, Rigorous MP56 Plus, a fusion of that Trailbreaker mold with a little bit of aspects from also the Hoist. This one looks really cool too. Finally creating another character from those Diaclone Toyota Lux, you know, it looks, man, I can't wait to pre-order this one. I love it when we get new characters. Ever since eHobby started doing that back in 2001, I have always been behind this kind of stuff. And this is just, I'm so excited about it. Again, the MSRP on this one is 24,000 yen, so about 167 USD. The Optimus is going to ship February 2024. This one is going to ship March 2024. It comes also with a whole bunch of accessories that, in all honesty, are upgrade kits for your Trailbreaker. I did not get the Trailbreaker, but now that I got this, maybe I should now because I have all the pieces for it. So it looks really good. Really dig it. Awesome stuff too. Again, I love it when they do new characters. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. Let's open up the next one here. It was Wonder Festival, and I was hoping for an update from this one from Neo Player One. But so Wonder Festival is the end of the month. It's going to be happening July 30th, 2023. It's going to be a Sunday in Japan, and it's going to be happening from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. one day only. Wonder Festival is an absolutely fantastic event where a whole bunch of creative minds throughout the otaku world just converge. And there's, original art, original manga stuff, which is doshinjis. You got vinyl stuff. You got original creations, model kits, garage kits. And Neo Player One, who is infamously well known in the kaiju community of making all kinds of amazing short run vinyl 3-point of articulation sofubi stuff. He is going to be doing some Transformer stuff. He has a 1-day license from Takara Tomy, and he is going to be doing a 3-point of articulation non-transformable Sufobi kaiju version of Optimal Optimus in his alt mode. And this thing looks so amazing. I don't know how I'm going to get it. I'm going to have to talk to my boy Hydra to hook me up. But this thing looks so cool. I mean, I just dig it. And I love Sufobis. I'm a big Ultraman guy and Godzilla guy. So to get something that's kind of a fusion of those two worlds, that's going to be so cool. That is going to be so cool. I don't know how I'm going to get this. And usually this kind of stuff is limited run. Usually they only do like 200, maybe 300 of these. And yeah, it's going to be crazy, but super excited about this. Again, Wonder Festival Summer Edition 2023. It's going to be July 30th at the end of the month, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Go check it out, if you're in the Japanese area. Looks pretty awesome. And then last but not least, we have some Earthrise listings. Most of them are not surprises to us. We've discussed them in different shapes of forms here on the podcast. These come courtesy of a Walmart computer listing. The Tacticon hashtag, the RC, we saw those already. The Megatron, the Twitch One Step, we saw those already. The new listings is, of course, that flip changer breakdown, which, I mean, let's be real, it's a flip changer. My concern that I have with Earthspark is the same worries that I have with Cyberverse, where Cyberverse was a great series that was plagued with very toyetic kind of action figures that really didn't give people an opportunity to get the best versions of those characters. And as a result, a lot of people who did enjoy the show didn't pick up the toys. And while at least in the case of Earthspark, they started out with deluxes where Cyberverse didn't, which they should have. I get a feeling a lot of key characters, probably the best versions we're going to get are going to be like One Steps or Warriors or, I really hope hashtag and RC are not just Tacticons, which are those little finger puppets. I really hope we get something at least half as good. So the new one is we're going to get a flip changer breakdown. Hopefully it'll be, he'll get something better. Even a warrior class I'd be happy with, not even a deluxe. And then, of course, supposedly there's going to be a warrior class Shockwave at some point, which I'm calling it now. I think they're just going to repack and repaint his Cyberverse toy like they did with the deluxe, which was unfortunate. Paying full price for his deluxe Earthrise figure, and it was just a repaint. And I love Shockwave. He's one of my favorite Decepticons, but it kind of sucks. I would have liked it if they made a brand new tooling, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, we'll see what happens with that. But stay tuned, and I hope Earthspark just finds its place because it is destined for the clearance aisle. I'm just going to say it now. It's not looking good. Let's get into the big news. So first up, let's talk Symbiote Studios. This isn't like sponsored, even though Symbiote Studios is our plush, our pins, and our t-shirts, and all the beauty stuff of that. But we have a brand new Symbiote Studios reveal. This is going to debut for sale at San Diego Comic-Con and then will be available on their website probably the same weekend, I believe they told me. So it'll be like a dual release kind of thing. You could pick it up there, but you can also pick it up online. And this item will also be available for the first time to see in person at TFcon. It'll be in the glass display of the brand new products at TFcon. An official Hasbro product in the glass cases outside of all the third-party stuff. But who is it, shall we?
Stand down! I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
It was all a dream!
Oh, snap. It's Primal. So, this will be debuting at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm loving the reactions already. This will be debuting at San Diego Comic-Con and will be available on the website afterwards on symbiotestudios.com. It'll be $29.99, the standard price for the Symbiote Studios plushes, and it is the monkey himself, Optimus. Now, again, Symbiote Studios plushes are way larger than your standard plush. I love the little Maximal logo there. He has all the detail. This will be in person at TFcon Toronto next weekend. So you could check it out in person, see how big these guys are and everything. So really cool stuff. The Optimus Primal plush. There's a darkness coming. So, but also want to show this one too. We have in person. We have the Slag plush. This is also a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive of our beloved Dinobot. There's his little tag there. Official Hasbro product. So this also will be at TFCon. You'll be able to see it in person for the first time. No one else in the world will see it in person except people coming to TFCon. So this will be there. So check that out. Straight from Hasbro and Symbiote Studios, the brand new Slag plush. Me Slag, no see nothing. So pretty cool stuff. Again, this will be available at San Diego Comic-Con and then afterwards on symbiotestudios.com, their website. Pretty cool, no? Pretty cool. Everyone's loving them. I'm happy that you guys are loving them. But we're not done yet. We are not done yet. We have one more exclusive to reveal. And this one is the TFCon exclusive by me and the crew at Bin Studios. And, well, let's just see it. Ladies and gentlemen, Optimus Prime. Yeah. Debuting at TFCon Toronto, July 14th to the 16th. Limited to 100 made. So, what I like to do every single year with TFCon is there's a lot of big exclusives at the show. And it was something that hit me a while back when back in TFCon 2010, when I worked on one of the first exclusives, the Nightbird, one thing that hit me was a lot of kids would come up and go, "Oh, how much is for the exclusive?" with their parents. And we'd be like, "Ooh, $140, $150. And I was always like, I want to have exclusives that are affordable and cheap for people that don't want to bust the bank for stuff. And last year we did the Famicom Boy, which was a huge success. People loved it. That sold out very quickly. And I wanted to do, hey, what's up, Aaron? And I wanted to do also something for, the audience this year. And so we did the Optimus Prime, which will go with your BotBots collection, a very simple, transformable little figure by Bin Studios with art from Damon Bat and the crew. Nice little figure here, a little simple articulation. Again, just something for you guys to check out. And again, Just just something so people could get something cheap at the show as a little souvenir. So this will be available at again, TFcon. It will be very limited, so I'm going to have to ask that it's one per person, unfortunately, because I know that it's going to get a little nutty. Because I'm also not going to be asking a lot for them. $15 Canadian, which compared to all the other exclusives we're going to be having this year that are $110. So it's a cheaper option for people and something that they really enjoy. And yeah, I hope you guys are excited about it. I hope it was really cool for you. As an extra bonus, also, if you come to TFcon, you get an exclusive trading card, which has a little bio and the story and everything there, and the art by Damon Bat. And on the back also, there's a whole bunch of other characters with Mr. Optimus Prime. As an extra bonus for anyone who comes to TFcon and picks them up, you get a bonus figure of one of these guys that are on the back too, an extra little transformable Micromaster to join the crew. Nice little extra also. And that comes courtesy of SIR Toys. They hooked us up with that to kind of do a little extra to go with the exclusive too. So you guys get a little something extra for $15. So you get the Famicom Boy and you get a little extra figure. That's while supplies last. I don't know how many we have. I want to assume we have 100, but I'm not too sure. We just got a big baggie of them that we're going to be giving away to people, just so people could have something cheap and affordable and something cool. I just wanted to have something for the fans. And my love of video games and my love of Transformers fused into one. Maybe we'll just play it one more time just because we have some new people coming in right now. So. I hope you guys are excited about it. That's going to be at TFcon again on Friday. It'll be at my parts party. That's where you'll be able to find it to pick it up. On Saturday and Sunday, I'll be at Aaron Archer's table, and you could just bug me for it there. And again, it'll be $15. If you are a Patreon member or a YouTube member, and you've been one of those for 4 months or more, just prove that you have been. Have your phone with you and show to me that you've been part of the Patreon or YouTube for more than 4 months, and you will get one for free. I will give it to you for free. You won't even have to pay for it. So just show up and prove it. What I would suggest to make things easier so you don't have to fiddle with your phone and stuff, if you're a Patreon member, PM me and contact me, and I'll make a little QR code and stuff that I could scan and make a list and everything so I could put stuff aside for you guys so you don't miss out. That's probably the best way to go about it, because this will sell out. If the Famicom Boy one sold out last year, this one's going to sell out too. I guarantee it. But at least I know that people will be able to get a nice, cheap little exclusive that they will be able to enjoy this weekend with a cool trading card and a bonus figure and a whole bunch of stuff. So hope you guys enjoy it. Again, this guy's going to be at TFcon. The Slag's going to be at TFcon. These will be on display in the glass display, so be sure to check that out. Go pick up the TFcon exclusive and everything like that too. And that is that. And we can't forget, there's one last thing also that's going to be at TFcon, and that's Aaron Archer's new art book. So Aaron Archer has to announce today that Volume 1, Black and White Edition, is officially sold out. I warned you guys in advance it was going to sell out, and well, it's sold out completely. There is no more left. So all that is left is Volume 2 Color Edition, which will be debuting July 15th and 16th at TFcon. Then it'll be available on his website afterwards when he gets home and catches his breath. So be sure to check it out. I already saw the inside of it. Tons of amazing high-class color original art from that era of Transformers. It's really good. pick it up, guys. He'll do art for you. There's so much stuff that's going to be at that booth. Don't miss your opportunity to meet Mr. Archer, the man behind Transformers of that glorious era of the early 2000s, going into the movieverse and beyond. A lot of really good stuff. Be sure to be there. Check that out. Volume 2, The Art of Transforming Robots by Mr. Aaron Archer. Color edition, high gloss, looking beautiful. Stay tuned for prices. We'll have a price and everything. Hopefully by then we'll have some retweets and stuff like that. We'll post it on Instagram and Twitter to let you guys know all the updates. Awesome stuff with that. So yeah, that's it more or less. Let's get into the sponsorships. Then we'll do a giveaway. We have a giveaway for you guys, which we're also going to be doing for the Patreon and YouTube members. And then we'll just open it up to super chats afterwards and enjoy the rest of the evening. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any questions right now. Oh, Fair Lady Z, I'm going to be seeing at TFcon. There's a whole bunch of people that are going to be there next week. Transformatics, how you doing? So let's open up first the sponsorship because that's important. So Symbiote Studios, again, we just showed off their new stuff, the plush pins and t-shirts. Check them out at symbiotestudios.com, where you get all the official Transformer plush, as well as, of course, Mr. right here that will be available San Diego Comic-Con weekend. But again, like I said, go to TFcon next weekend and you'll be able to see it in person and just see the gloriousness of it. I think I have the prototype version here because it doesn't have the tag on it. So usually they have their official tags and stuff. So pretty cool stuff. And yeah, and all the rest too. So there you go. So now added to the collection, we got the Slag, which is the con exclusive. We got the Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal. We got the version 2 Megatron that is now in stock now. So much stuff. Oh, you want to see a comparison to the Grimlock? Sure, no problem. No problem. Oops, that's not the slide. Let me go grab the Grimlock. Ugh. I'm not going to bother closing the slide then. Ugh. I'll go grab the Grimlock. Which slide do I have open, guys? So many slides. There we go. So here's Big Grim, available now on the website also. Probably the best seller, in my opinion. People absolutely love the Grimlock. When I was at TFCon last year, I saw 3 different people that had this one on their backpacks and stuff. Look at this. Okay, I have a big head. I'm a 6'1" guy. Look how big this thing is. Okay. So, and then the Slag is also huge. Keep in mind, Dinobots are huge. So there's Grimlock, there's Slag. You know, he says you're full of beryllium baloney or cesium salami, beryllium baloney. So pretty cool stuff. Look how big he is. Look at these. Look how huge they are. Again, this guy will be in the display case. I'm going to bring a couple of the other ones too. I'll see how much space they'll give me for the display. I don't want to take up too much space because these take a lot more space than some third-party exclusives and stuff. So, but yeah, big old boys, big old plush, big old wackiness. Let's put you over here. There you go. He's so tubby. When will we get the rest of these beautiful Dinobots? Well, considering how well they've been selling, I could pretty much almost guarantee they're probably going to all happen at some point. Yeah, the Hound is cool too. I love the Hound one. The Hound one is one of my the Hound and the Shockwave are 2 of my favorites. Those are the ones that are called. Obviously, the Unicron. I leave them there and stuff. I wish I could turn the camera a little bit more. You can see all the others there too, but I don't want to mess with the camera settings. Lose my focus as best I can with this thing. But yeah, the Slag is going to be, I believe, $29.99. It's pretty much the standard prices for all of the others too. I think the only one that ever was more expensive was the Unicron, but that's because of how huge it was. The Unicron was it's like a pillow. That one was really big. So that one, I forget what that was, but I don't remember. Let me see. There's the Slag. If you want to see the Slag from all the angles there, looking really nice. And then there's all the others. Snake Eyes, Cobra Commander, the Power Ranger stuff. There's a brand new Power Ranger one coming. Stay tuned for that. There's going to be more Power Ranger plush from the Hasbro side of things with Symbiote Studios. New My Little Pony stuff is coming too with new pins, Magic the Gathering, so much more stuff. Be sure to check it out. I actually have the Power Ranger one, but I was told not to reveal it because that is going to be another big reveal later on. And it won't be a TFCon, unfortunately. It's actually right there. So we will save that for another time. But awesome stuff otherwise. Um, very excited about everything for TFCon this weekend. It's gonna be really fun to meet all you guys and everything. And pick up the exclusives, meet some people, shake some hands, hang out. Am I going to be doing a live stream next week? We will see. I'm going to bring my camera and my laptop to do the recordings and stuff. We will see. It really depends how that weekend is. Like if it's really busy and stuff, maybe if there's a quiet evening, I could find a corner. Me and Aaron Archer could like do a live stream together and some people in the background if they behave. We'll do it all together and stuff. It'll be cool. Maybe we'll see how I feel. Um, TFCon, it's such a social weekend, and a lot of business gets done at the bar that sometimes you don't know how that weekend's going to play out. So you can't really plan out anything. The only thing I know is I am going to be doing parts parties. There will be one on Friday, Saturday for sure. We'll see on Sunday. It's going to be a smaller parts party than normal, just because I'm not bringing as much inventory because I'm bringing these exclusives. I'm bringing some of the plush and stuff like that. So the sellable stuff, there still will be stuff in the room for sale, just not as much as it was the previous year where it was packed. It was packed last year. Um, but yeah, we will see. We'll see. We're going to play it by ear. We still got a week left. I've been doing crazy stuff between setting up the displays in my room and building stuff and getting ready for TFCon. It's been a very busy week. But I'm very excited about it. TFCon is always super fun to go to and see the fans, and it's going to be glorious. But yeah, so let's do the giveaway. How about let's do the giveaway? John is here. Perfect. So we're doing a giveaway again. It's the road to TFCon. So we like to do giveaways leading up to that, so you could save some money for TFCon itself and not have to buy product. And so we're going to be sending something to yet again another Patreon or YouTube member. Those are the green names over there. And the item we are giving away today is, oops, that's the wrong one. I have the wrong slide. Damn. we did that last year. Where is the good slide? Anyways, I screwed that up because I don't have the right slide. I should have changed that slide there. So what are we giving away? I have to go get the actual physical item now. Mikey and Louie are probably laughing right now. So we are giving away the Galactic Odyssey 2-pack, which was the 6-pack that came with the MicroMasters. So that was the one that came with the mask set and everything. Man, I should probably pull up some photos. That is hilarious. I put the wrong giveaway slide. That's what happens when you do too many giveaways. This is what we gave away last week. So yeah, hey, with that one. So it's the Galactic Odyssey one. That was the Botropolis one. I forget what they called it, but it was the 6-pack of MicroMasters. It came with Wheelblaze, Road Burner. You got the rest of the Racetrack Patrol. People probably know. You could Google it. Yeah, pretty much. We screwed up with that one. I don't have the slide on me right now. But so we're giving away that, courtesy of Bin Studios. And the micros, I know, I lost the MicroMasters. Pixar mom, RC. Anyways, so yeah, so we're going to be giving away those. I probably should just go get mine. One moment, just to show you guys. One sec, guys. I'll just pull them out of my display. Keep in mind, yours will be brand new. Grab this guy here. And this guy here. So it's the 6-pack that included these dudes. These were the mask homages. You had what's it called? What was the other one? Runner. That was the Barricade one. This was supposed to be the Hurricane homage. It's supposed to be the Stinger homage from Mask. So you're getting these guys, you're getting the others, all brand new in the box it was an Amazon exclusive. So you're getting that too. So in the meantime, stare at RC, even though that's not what you're getting. And the question that we are going to be asking, I also put up this slide here to cover me because I have to then open up another window to contact John, who does the tabulating of the names. But the question is, and it's a pretty easy question, The question is, name one of the 4 of the Racetrack Patrol Micromasters. Name one of the 4. They were Decepticons, the Racetrack Patrol, because 2 of them are available in this set. So name one of the 4. It could even be the 2 that aren't in this set. And if you're a YouTube member or a Patreon member, you are entered to win this, and we will send it to your house. If you are not in the United States or Canada, we do ask that you help pay with the shipping a little bit, because sometimes the shipping is absolutely maddening. Mikey and Louie are asking, is this the last week? Questions 2 Proto. Yeah, this is going to be the last week we'll be doing this. We will not be doing a giveaway during the TFcon weekend, if I even do one. Even if I do one. There we go. We got a few there already. They're coming in. So John will tabulate those names, throw them in the hat, although it's actually just a program, and it'll randomly pick one individual. Welcome, Mr. Galactic Gamer, to the Minicon Recruits. Thank you for being a Patreon or YouTube member in this case.
Stopped, no matter the cost.
Very good. Very, very good. I'm just going to put these away. Excuse me one moment. And I'm back. Alrighty. We'll give that another couple of seconds, and then we will give John about a good 10 to 15 minutes to tabulate all of this and get everything ready. Alrighty then. So someone's going to win that, and I spent all this time making a slide only to not have it. So we'll take some super chats in the meantime. We'll take some super chats from the audience. By the way, here's what some of the other items that will be coming with if you pick it up at the show, of the Optin S Prime. So you get this little guy here. He's on there on the packaging. Oh, we already got some super chats. Let's bring those in. So Mr. Bumblebot says 9 months. Congratulations, Mr. Bumblebot, being 9 months of a YouTube member. And then Joseph Rither with the $5 super chat. What's the best movie accurate 86 RC? Earthrise Kingdom, looking for at least kibble, less robot mode. Well, I mean, it's a toss up between what they did with the Studio Series 86 version, and this is not counting Masterpiece. Masterpiece is a whole other animal. The Studio Series 86 version is pretty good, but it does have a little bit of kibble. And then you could get the Legends version of this one here. So this is the Thrilling 30 edition. The Legends version has like the better paint color and the more stable thumbs, from what I was told. I mean, I have both versions. I don't see what's wrong with thumbs. I think there was a running change. So, I mean, I lean more towards the Legends version that Yuki Oshima did with Sakamoto-san. That one's slightly better in my opinion, but I mean, the Studio Series 86 one is also pretty good too, but it has a little more kibble in my opinion. So it's a little more heavier on the back. But, to each their own. I think that there's positives and negatives with both of them. So take your pick.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Mikey Louie with the question: what's your favorite Micromaster that isn't lost? Well, Hot Rod was a Micromaster, so that would be an unfair example. But I'd have to go with probably one of my first Micromasters. I mean, let me show you guys something. I always pull this box out once in a while. Oh, Jesus. All the dust. That was not good. This box here comes from my grandfather. It was a break shoe box, and I used it to hold all the first Transformer toys I ever had as a kid. I still have this box to this very day, as you can see. And literally all the very first Transformers I ever had are in this box. And probably the guy who was used the most to represent Hot Rod before I actually owned Hot Rod was Mr. over here, Hyperdrive. So probably Hyperdrive. He has a special place in my heart because he was like my hot rod character. I used to pretend Detour here was look how worn out he is. Look, even the paint is damaged on the back, loose. He was my Sunstreaker. These guys, man, look how yellow they are. Jeez. These guys represented my Megatron and Starscream. This was my Ratchet, which was look how yellowed. My goodness.
Megatron must be stopped.
And then I have a leg of Optimus Prime. Just the leg, because I bought at a Value Village when I was a kid. The Optimus Prime trailer. Blaster was my first Transformer. Now look behind you. You know. Let's just say. Did it get a little out of hand? Maybe just a little bit. But I would have to go with maybe Hyperdrive. He's pretty cool. When they did the brand new Siege version, that was like the first of those sets I bought. I was so happy with that. Horned Owl says, was hyped to see Blaster Master in your pro. You know why we picked Blaster Master? Because it's going to be loud here. I'll try to mute it. Is there a way to mute it? There's no way to mute it, unfortunately. There's got to be a way. There's a way. There it is. TFcon Exclusive. Mute it. So that was I felt it was just the nicest one to pull out. It's just like, and by the way, for people who are wondering whose hand that is, that's not my hand. That's the significant other. So, Blaster Master is a pretty good game too. Pretty awesome. And of course, you got to have that problem every time. This is how you tell it's not me, because there's no facial hair. It said it's a woman's lips. So, yeah, I love Blaster Master. Good game. It's a sad thing. It doesn't make my top 10 of original Nintendo games, but it's a pretty good game. The remake was really good. They did one on the Switch not too long ago. Hyperdrive. Rodimus Power says, Proto, are you thinking... Sorry, hold on. I'm losing everything here. Everything got pushed back. One sec. Move the mic. Proto, are you thinking of a new Diaclone-inspired yellow Decepticon medic? We'll get a new deluxe toy. I would imagine so. I could see them now that the genie's out of the bottle in a lot of ways. I could see them doing a Generation Selects using the Trailbreaker. We got the Breaker one that we got. DK3 Breaker, which was the blue. So for sure they could, use it there. I could see that happening totally. Snorlato with the $5 super chat. Any chance Amazon will fix the listings for the IDW Senator 2-pack besides Nova? Snorlato, a lot of people have been having that problem. It's funny, I was just talking to Mikey and Louie yesterday about this. So for people that aren't aware, Snorlato brought this up. So a lot of people have been getting the wrong stuff of those 2-packs in the mail from Amazon. You had the minor 2-pack, and then you had the Senator 2-pack. People have been getting the wrong ones. I think the reason why that happened was when Amazon first dropped those listings a while back, people were going, oh, they messed up the pricing, like the pricing's backwards, take advantage of that. And I think that because the pricing got swapped, it might have swapped codes or something in the factory, and that's why things are shipping out wrong. You just have to contact them and tell them, hey, yo, you screwed up. And they're probably going to ask you to ship it back, and let's just hope that they have the inventory to replace it, and make sure that they give you the right thing. Even like show them pictures, show them the listing, show them something to make sure they give you the right thing, because I have heard reports that people contacted them, they sent the correct product, and it was the same incorrect product again because it went through the factory system that is unfortunately Amazon. So what I just say, just contact them and make sure. I mean, Mikey and Louie, who are in the chat today, they went through that whole drama. A lot of people in my Discord went through it. I feel for all of them, man. Like, I mean, to me, it's Canada, so we deal with a different Amazon, but it's a USA Amazon problem. Actually, Amazon's fulfillment centers here in Montreal, oddly enough. So I hope you have it sorted out, but you have to contact them and make sure, like reiterate like what the correct thing is. Make sure. But thank you for the super chat and for giving me an opportunity to talk about that, because that has been a recent problem for a lot of people. Mr. Galactic Gamer, welcome again to being a YouTube member, and thank you for the super chat question for $5. What do you think the chances are for us to get an Armada Sideways from Animated Prowl? I saw a Digibass under it, and it looked pretty decent. Well, I'll say number one, Galactic, Sideways has to have his trademark used again sooner or later. Now, the thing is we did get a Sideways from Studio Series based off of that character that was unfortunately shown for like half a millisecond in Revenge of the Fallen. So they kept it alive for a little bit, but 2 more years and they're going to have to do something again. So I do think, look, the fact that they did the commander class as an Armada character, the fact that we have a leader class that's an Armada character, the fact that we have a whole bunch of other Armada characters that are deluxes, clearly Hasbro's looking at the analytics. They're looking at the age demos. They're going, hey, kids who grew up with Armada, they're in their 20s now. They're in their early 30s. Those are the people that are spending money. We got to get hold of that crowd and give that product that's in demand. And it's a good way to use the sideways mold and not have to retread the same things over and over. Because when you think about it, you pretty much have like the Armada character, you have, and even that the one that predates the Armada character is the one that was in Robots in Disguise. It came in that 2-pack using the laser cycles. And then you have the Revenge of the Fallen one. I keep doing this because that's where my Revenge of the Fallen display is. I mean, you could barely see him, but there's the Robot Master sideways, or crossface as he was called in Japan. So for sure, there's going to be some kind of sideways toy in the future. Personally, me, I felt that they missed an opportunity to do a sideways when we had the Titans Return stuff, because we had all that headmaster craziness and everyone had swappable heads. They could have easily, fit in a sideways character. And I was surprised that they didn't do that. But at some point, I feel where they're going to revisit headmasters again. It's been a while since Titan Returns. They got to do Chrome Dome. They got to do Hardhead. They got to do, Brainstorm, Highbrow, even Fortress Maximus. They got to do those trademarks again. So at some point, we're going to have headmasters again. And at some point, there's going to be some tooling and opportunities to maybe create a sideways. Now, granted, there is no motorcycle headmasters, but I'm pretty sure they could figure out something, create some new character. You know how it is going to be. They'll do like a motorcycle RC headmaster, and then sideways will become from it, or vice versa. They'll figure out something. They always do. They always do. They always surprise us with new stuff. But thank you for the question. Let me just see some of the YouTube member stuff here. I guess it's inappropriate to say nice lips on your wife. My wife has beautiful lips, up and down. Anyways, Mikey and Louie, the real question is, did the cartridge work after it was dusted and blown into? Actually, funny story. So we were having difficulty getting the blinking light. We kept putting it in and closing it down, and it kept starting. And then I remembered, if you don't put the cartridge in and you just push it down and start it, you'll get the blinking light. So it was actually the other way around. It was pretty difficult to get not the blinking light. My technique that I used for years, and obviously it's bad for it now, but back in the day, it wasn't blowing into it. That was the secret. My cousin from Russia taught me this. He said, breathe into it. Do like breathe into it. And he says the moisture from, imagine like as if you're trying to like fog a mirror, like he's like, breathe into it. And because you would put moisture on the filament, it would actually close the connection better. And because of the moisture, for some reason, it would close it better. And then the game would run properly, as opposed to blowing, because it's not really about dust. It's about the connection. The problem is if you do that, you're putting moisture on the cartridge and then you could rust it and stuff like that. But back then, it was the best way to do it. Now, probably don't recommend doing that as a Nintendo collector. So, Mayoral Fabrication with $5. How you doing, Mayoral? I want to start a small YouTube channel showing my weapon fabrication. Can you give me some advice on getting traction with the public? You know what? When it comes to YouTube channels, I've always said that, and this is not throwing shade at other YouTubers. It's just the secret to the success, regardless of quality. is you got to be new, which is you could have the worst camera in the world, you could have the worst footage, you could have no idea what you're talking about, but if you're talking about the latest Transformer toys, be it stolen or fresh from the shelf, you'll get eyeballs because that's what people will talk about. So what I would suggest for you, if you're doing weapon fabrication, make sure it's weapon fabrication related to brand new product. Like if it's the latest, like let's put it this way, what's popping up right now? Like Beachcomber is starting to show up on shelves. If you made some weapons for that Legacy Evolution Beachcomber, if you talked about what Legacy Evolution Beachcomber and in association with your weapons, that would probably help you. That would probably get people, because it's all about what are people searching for? Because how do they discover you? They're going to discover you by searching, because new toys come out and they go, "Oh, I really like, this new Beachcomber figure because that's the new hotness." And then your name and other people will come up if that's what it is, you know? So that's probably that's the easiest, that's the biggest secret to success. That's why, the guys who steal Transformer product, the reason why their channels do so well is because they have it before everyone else and it's the newest product. So people are able to see a review from an individual that's ahead of everyone else. And that's where it's like not fair to like you guys too, who are toy reviewers, because like me, I'm not a toy reviewer. So the guys who steal the toys, it doesn't affect me one way or another personally. What bothers me is that it affects my friends. It affects people that work at Hasbro, that some of them are my buddies, so it gets to a point where it's like, you know, it's all about being first. And so when you're a content creator of that kind of nature, you got to have the newness, whether it be the newest cell phone, the newest video game, the newest plush, you know, whatever it is that you're reviewing or talking about, it's always about the newness. Hope that helps a little bit. I mean, I could go deep, 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 deep into the whole YouTube thing, but you know, let's just say that's for another time and a panel maybe in the future. Let's put it that way. Uh, the Blaster Master Zero trilogy on Switch was amazing as well. Horned Owl, yes, I have that one. It was the limited run games did one. I remember they did that, and I got like a little figure that came with it. I was just gonna buy the regular version, but when that one I knew existed, I was like, "Ow, pay an extra $20 and get a figurine." Looks really cool. Blaster Master is another one of those games that has fantastic music. That's a Sunsoft game, eh? Sunsoft, man, their music. One of my cell phone rings, no joke, is Journey into Silius, which is from Sunsoft. Like they have such good music. Olden Tolbert with the $2 super chat. Imagine if Rise of the Beast Unicron became a My Little Pony planet. We almost kind of got that a little bit with the G.I. Joe crossover with Transformers. I don't want to spoil too much, but that's an amazing book. Go check it out. The G.I. Joe Transformer crossover by IDW, the last one that they did. Um, really good stuff. You'll get a little bit of that. That's all I'm going to say. Because people don't read the comics as much as they do the cartoons. Like I feel like movies and TV, like the rubber band of spoiler warning is so much shorter. Like we could talk about Rise of the Beast today, and it's only like a month old. But like the GI Joe Transformer comic is like what, 5 years old now, and I still don't want to talk about it because I want people to read it and enjoy it for the first time. And yeah, there is, because I'm looking to see if there is a trade paperback of it, of volume 1 and 2. So you could find that online on Amazon, even if you wish. If you don't want to go to your local comic book store and support them, which I heavily suggest you do if you can. But yeah, Abraham with the $5 super chat. Hey, Proto, do you think we will get a Voyager versions of Buster and Hydra in their proper colors with their Godmaster figures? I am shocked that we didn't get it the first time around with Power of the Primes proper, but I think we will. Slowly we're seeing Master Force stuff. See, here's the thing, right? The old crew that came before Evan and Mark and Sam was the John Warden crew. And John Warden loved 84, 85. That was his wheelhouse. He loved 84, he loved 85, and he loved Transformers the movie 86. And he just wanted to stay in that world. And hey, that's great for some fans and some others, but it kind of sucks because we didn't go too much out of that world. Once in a while we get a Beast Wars something because of popular demand, and that's when we got to like, Kingdom. Like the first half of it was John Warden, the second half was more the Mark and Evan era. And it's just something where we're so lucky now that we have guys that think outside the box. Mark, Evan loves the Japanese continuity of Transformers. So if we're gonna the fact that we got Metal Hawk is literally sitting in American retail right now. It's probably the best Metal Hawk figure we've ever gotten. So Metal Hawk, the fact that we got who else am I forgetting that they did? And I'm not talking the HasLab stuff because that's more specialized and everything. But there's so many crazy designs and stuff that at some point we're going to get a Dreadwing. At some point we're going to get Power Masters, and as a result of it, at some point we're going to get Godmaster repaints. And then I'm just hoping we get some decent Pretender shells. I mean, we're getting like the hybrid ones, but I mean like legitimate Pretender shells. I can't wait for stuff like that to really happen. But if it's going to happen, it's going to happen under the steed of these guys, because Mark and Evan specifically, Sam's more of a G1 guy, but Mark and Evan, they enjoy the history of Transformers, and they're the ones that are always pushing for, hey, we should do this, hey, we should do that. So that's the way I kind of see it. It'll happen. Will it happen next year, 2 years, 3 years? That's a different question. T-Formers 2002, weapons for Beachcomber seems like a bad example. Yeah, it probably is. Probably is. And I heard that is it true that the little Polly, the little I call him Polly because of Shipwreck from G.I. Joe, but the little parrot is made out of like a soft kind of vinyl that the paint kind of breaks on him. So it's like the few accessories that he does have also kind of have some bad luck, which is kind of a shame. But yeah. Lizard Sphere X says all NES tips and tricks talk reminds me of the time that we cocked their Famicom and speedruns of Dragon Quest. A speedrun of Dragon Quest. That must be with all that grinding you have to do. Oh my goodness. You'd have to like cheat probably. Mikey and Louie, don't forget to hit that like. Oh, thank you, Mikey and Louie. Hit that like and subscribe and all that. Yeah, I'm sure most of you guys already did it. Kevin McNulty with the super chat. Hi, Proto. Now that they have started to make deluxe size jets, how long do you think it'll be before the attempted aerial bots? That's, bro, 100% I agree with you. That is, when I saw Needle Nose, I right away was like, this is going to be the beginning of the era. I firmly believe that the next combiner is going to be Superion. Just looking at trademarks, what has to be done, Swindle and some of those other like individual limbs and stuff, they've popped up in different areas and they'll figure out ways to kind of stick the other guys in other areas too. But the aerial bots, Silverbolt, Fireflight, Slingshot, Air Raid, who am I forgetting? Silverbolt, Slingshot, Air Raid, Fireflight. Why am I blanking? Silverbolt, Air Raid, Fireflight, Slingshot. Someone's going to correct me. Someone's going to say it. Oh my goodness. Why am I blanking? Who am I forgetting? Anyways, the point is that someone's going to put it. I'm surprised no one has typed anything yet. Just so it could be in my brain. I forget the skydive. Thank you, skydive. I have skydive that's been used across. No Alpha Bravo love. I don't know about Alpha Bravo. That was a special situation. Here comes all the skydives now. Skydive, 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 skydive. I said Air Raid already. Air Raid's my favorite. He's the coolest jet. He's the black F-15. It's the nicest one. But yeah, like those are all trademarks, with the exception of Skydive. Those are all trademarks that have difficult places to be put in. Skydive's been used with Beast Machines and stuff like that. So it's something where I could see just Superion being the first one, and we'll slowly get a whole bunch of jets, and they'll use those jets for all kinds of homage. Oh, we're going to use them for the UK Predators. Oh, we're going to use them for some Machine Wars homages. Oh, we'll use them for like, what were they called there? Those G2 guys where Windrazor was first used, or Cyberjets, let's do an homage. Let's get a proper hooligan done in the modern age, So we will see. We will see. We will see. True, we do have Silverbolt coming though. From there's that the Voyager class that's rumored for for Legacy Uni next year. But we'll see. We will see. We will see. I always say I forget more than I remember sometimes. You know, when you have to remember all of this stuff. Whew, let me tell you. It's like I can name like almost every Micromaster, but then my brain blanks on Skydive. What a world. Mm. But yeah, so as I was trying to say before, I'll wait for some more super chat questions. But as I was trying to say before, so um, the guys on the back here, just a reminder: when you come to TFCon, you will get an extra bonus figure. So you have like you get this guy in yellow, you get this guy in red, or you get this different mold here that kind of reminds me of High Jump a little bit, the Micromaster. And so you get to pick one of these guys. You get to pick one. I only have so many to go around, and yeah, little transformable, simple little Micromasters to join your collection. It is what it is. So check that out. Again, TFCon next week. Can't wait to see all you guys. Power Glide, the unofficial 6th aerial bot. Yeah, with the G2 version, they made him a member. And they have the Combiner Wars one specifically. With those Combiner Wars. Oh yeah, the giveaway. That's true. That's true. The giveaway. John, what's happening with the giveaway? One moment. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, John has the answer. One sec. Okay. So the winner, and I don't have the slide, unfortunately, but the winner for this guy and the whole crew, Hurricane, the Micromaster 6-pack, is Michael Gringer. That's a Space Ghostal from Patreon, if I remember correctly. Michael, are you there? You have to say, yo, what's up? Otherwise, we have a second name waiting. Get yourself some Micromaster action. I love this set. Such a cool set. Go, hey, what's up? Who was lost in last week's podcast? I put the wrong slide. I apologize for that. I was so busy today getting ready for other stuff. I guess I must have just forgot. All right, Michael, where you at? There he is. All right, Michael, congratulations. Patreon member this time. And a YouTube member, actually. You double dip. So we'll be sending you. So just contact me. Send me your personal information, and we will send that on your way, and we'll have a tracking and everything for that. I believe you're American local, correct? So everything should be good. And we'll send that on our way. Good stuff. Good stuff. So congratulations on yet again another giveaway, courtesy of Bin Studios and all the talented people around the world that help us put this together. So we got this one here too. Just fun little figures, you know. Actually, that reminds me, I didn't get a chance to. Here, I might as well show this too. So, for people that aren't aware, we had the big Hasbro box. I didn't get a chance to open up anything from it this week, but instead, Rotoman did buy something this week. I was shipping out some products. Here, I'll talk about it after the super chat question. I'm just going to get everything ready here because I have it nearby. I just remembered now. We got a super chat from Mark Morales. So my Senator Ratbat has a factory defect. The black clips on the wing are the same as the alt mode. But Crooked, has anyone else had this issue? Man, there's a lot of problems with this Amazon 2-packs. Jeez. Senator Ratbat problem. Does anyone else have that problem? Goodness, there's a lot of craziness going on. I don't know, Mark. Let's see. Did anyone else open theirs up yet and have the same issues? That probably is a factory defect. That's probably like, one person on the factory was sleeping on the line. That happens sometimes. I have it worse. I have a TFcon exclusive custom class figure of Primal Prime with two left hands. And I didn't realize it until I got home. And I was like, damn. So literally my Primal Prime, like, you have all your figures and dynamic displays, and my Primal Prime is like this. He's just like, really? Like he has two left hands. So trust me, I hate it when that happens. But at least you got it with something that potentially you could contact them and go, hey, it's a factory defect. Could you send me another one? You know, sell your organs on the black market. I don't know. I live in Canada. We have free healthcare, so we don't have to worry about that too much. So yeah, thank you for the question, Mark, and hopefully we'll have some answers from some locals. So I was going to deliver some packages today to ship out to some stuff to people, and I was going through because in my post office, it's located inside a pharmacy, and once in a while they have cheap toys there. I told the story where I found my Gator Megatron there, and they were clearancing all their toys. So if you're Montreal, or hey, go to Jean Coutu uh, uh, pharmacy, which I believe is called, what do they call it in English? I think they call it Shoppers Drug Mart. I don't know. I don't know what the English term for it is. But and they were having like all their stuff was on clearance and everything. They're getting rid of their toys, I guess, for the summer season to make space for more Funko Pops or something. I don't know, because they're starting to really get Funkos, which I don't know why they're doing that. They had Allspark Tech squeaks for $5 Canadian, down from $20. And I was like, $5? Sure, why not? $5 Canadian is like $3 American. So I never had one of these ever before, these Allspark Tech ones. So I was like, sure, why not? And the only Squeaks figure I have broke because Squeaks is notorious for breaking because of the plastic that was used on him on his clips. And this one actually looked pretty nice. And considering Squeaks didn't transform in the movie, this one is actually a nicer looking figure. So it's pretty cool. It's very nice. The detail on it has a nice little clip here. So like, even though he doesn't have like he could still stand, which is pretty cool. But what's cool about this gimmick is you have like this Allspark cube, and it has a USB connection that you plug into your computer to charge it. And then you could just put it in his chest and it like lights up and stuff. And it's pretty cool. Check this out. And it talks. So like, am I putting it right? Oh, I'm putting it backwards. Yeah, so put it near the mic, put it near the microphone, and then you close it, and then apparently you roll the wheels and stuff. You're probably not hearing any of that, but if you roll the wheels, it makes noise and everything. And when you take it out too, pretty cool. So you charge that on your computer or with a basic USB wall charger. Cute little figure. It'll be like my pretty much my Studio Series version, and he comes with like a gun that you could put over his fist to look like something out of a Cable comic book drawn by Rob Liefeld. Oh yeah, pretty cool. $5, I couldn't go wrong, and the cable's somewhere, but pretty cute. I dig it. Fun little Transformer product for $5. You know what I mean? Squeaks. That's what he says. Supposedly, like if you do this or something and you spin the wheels, yeah, yeah, it's cool. $5 can't go wrong for $5. That's pretty cool. I dig that when you take it out, it kind of turns off. So there's that. Pretty cool stuff. What do we got here? Let's see. Let's look at some questions. We only got 40 minutes left tonight. Link CW, I had a yellow RID Prime with leg clips backwards locked into robot mode. I know exactly what you're talking about. That thing is filled with QC problems, that one. That was a Walmart exclusive. It came in a 2-pack, that big one. It had the Universe 1.0 packaging on it. And that one has so much QC problems. Even the yellow plastic has problems too. I think I have a busted one. I'm not too sure. I have to check. Kevin PH with the $2 super chat. Thank you, Kevin PH. Can Takara still make toys of their own? Of course. That's what all the Masterpiece line is. All the Masterpiece stuff is Takara only product. There's tons of Takara only products still. It's just that now the co-development is stronger than ever. Like it used to be, and Aaron Archer could probably speak for this too. Like when we got around that of like, let's say the Armada era, there started to be more of a stronger co-development of whatever product they have, we have. And then when they entered the John Warden era, it became almost double down where it's like they're not even going to have exclusive repaints outside of like an odd subline where it used to be like, oh, here's classics. They're going to have Henkei. Here's generations. They're going to have legends. Here's animated. They're going to have their own version of animated. Here's, Armada. They're going to have their own Armada color schemes or Energon or Cybertron. Like there, or even with Transformers Prime with the Arms Micron stuff that they did. There was always this co-development, but they still kind of had their own spin on things. Now more than ever, it's just almost one for one, with the exception of like, yeah, again, masterpieces are kind of like Takara Tomy exclusive stuff that you could still kind of get through Hasbro Pulse because they do pick up some units of it. Um, I mean, we live in a world today now that Hasbro Pulse really is kind of the bridge for a lot of Japanese exclusive stuff. So if you're looking for like, again, what we talked about, the BWVS Beast Wars Again stuff, they'll have limited inventory of that. So you could pick it up there as opposed to buying from a distributor. I mean, there still is exclusive stuff. There still is stuff exclusive to the Japanese region. I mean, they did that. Takara Tomy did a G1 Megatron gun, water gun. Doubt that is ever going to come here. Ever. So it is what it is. T-Formers 2002. I have a Nemesis Prime version of these figures. Pretty interesting. Yeah, that's right up there. Right up there. Bloody Tusks. Good one. Squeaks would be perfect for a Rob Liefeld comic. He doesn't have feet. Oh! Drop the mic. He can't draw feet. That's what they always say. I like Rob. Rob is a great story though. For if you're ever trying to get into comic books, I always like Rob's story of how he got into the industry. It gives everybody hope. It's a very good story. One day I'll take the time to tell it. Maybe if we have time later today, I'll tell Rob Liefeld's story of getting into the comic book industry and how it could give anybody hope. Mikey and Louie, that's just Prime. Link CW saying, no, it's, what does it say? Starian Online Social? I must have missed something. Joseph Ritter with the super chat for $5. Thank you, Joseph, for another beautiful super chat. Between you and Aaron, who is the DJ and who is the rapper? Well, I think I would be the rapper because I talk so much, and Aaron is the DJ because he's the one who brings the goods. DJs always bring the goods. They bring the vinyls. They bring the music. They bring the stuff, where the rapper is the one that talks and sings and talks crap. And that sounds about right in comparison to me to Aaron. That's for sure. So I would definitely say that. For sure, for sure. What's up, David? Retro Cabal in the house. How you doing, David? Let's see. Only 1 hour away from me, but is a money issue. Are you talking about TFcon? Because if you could go to TFcon, I heavily suggest you do. And if you're a YouTube member or a Patreon member for more than 4 months, you should really go, because then you get a free exclusive from me. So come bug me for that if you are one of those. No, you meant the squeaks you got. They did a black Nemesis. The USB edition is pretty interesting. Oh, did they? I don't know. I know that with squeaks, I know they did the actual like premium edition version. They did a tiny turbo changer. I know I have that one, which was kind of cute. They did this one, and then they did something else too. They did like a gimmicky light up remote control version. Those are the 4 versions that I'm aware of. I didn't know that they did a Nemesis repaint. That's funny. Clark Clint. I'm pretty sure that's a parody. I'm with the super chat for $5. Hey Proto, why was the Energon Wingsaber such a rare figure? I don't think I've ever seen a second release or repaint. Yeah, so Wingsaber from Energon came in the red packaging. red packaging Energon stuff came way late in the line. What usually happens, and this is a case with all late wave figures, is wave one comes out, right? And it's Energon, it's the new thing, and Hasbro sells it to the retailers. It's our new line. It combines, blah 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 blah. So the retailers will buy in on that. They'll buy a whole bunch of wave one, and so you'll have plenty of Hot Shot. You'll have plenty of Inferno and who else was in Wave One? Oh, actually, there was some rare stuff in Wave One too that was exclusive to Canada. But the Optimus Prime and Ironhide was the not the Voyager, the mega class back then, and the Tidal Wave repaint. So they go all in on Wave One. Then Wave Two comes out, and they go, okay, we sold a good chunk of Wave One. We have some space for Wave Two, so they get Wave Two. And then Wave Two kind of lingers. And then you go, okay, so like, oh no, they're starting these combiner teams with all these limbs and stuff with Superion Maximus and Bruticus Maximus and who am I forgetting? Devastator Maximus, you know. So it's like they do those, and then might as well just turn the camera here to them. I'm going to screw up everything, and there's Mister that you're talking about over there. So they do all of that, and then when you get to wave three, wave four, and now all of these retailers are stuck with inventory. What happened was around that time, let's just stand up here for a moment. Around that time, you started getting like, Alpha Q and the Galvatron. That was all the red packaging stuff. And the red packaging stuff, like, and even Omega Sentinel over there. So it's something where a lot of that red packaging stuff was really tough to find because retailers were so backlogged with everything else. And the reason why Wing Saber is so expensive and in demand was because he's that combiner element. So if you own an Optimus from Wave 1, you might not be interested in Omega Sentinel. You might not be interested in Galvatron. You might not be interested in those combiners that were all sold separately, at least in America and Japan, they were sold as box sets. But you want that Wing Saber. And so that's what kind of made him rare, was very limited distribution because he came so late in the line. Red Energon packaging, which was the late wave stuff, just it didn't find like it's not just Wing Saber, Quick Strike, Checkpoint, which was a 2-pack. Those are also difficult. Like all of that late wave Energon stuff is kind of headache. The thing is that most people just don't want it because they're just not interested in it. But it is pretty difficult. The Swoop Grimlock 2-pack. Swoop Grimlock 2-pack, that's another one. That was supposed to be a universe thing, and then it just became an Energon product. There's a lot of those. And one day we're going to do an Energon discussion with Aaron Archer, and that'll come up for sure. Yeah, here's Aaron right now. Wing Saber was a Japanese combo guy. His value is in the combo, so if you don't have Optimus, it wasn't desired. We didn't need to make a ton of them. And there's the answer from the source itself. There you go. So combined with not shipping many, stores not having a lot of space for it because they weren't ordering those waves at that point. Late wave stuff always doesn't ship out as in bigger numbers because they're already beginning that transition to Cybertron. So it's all there laid out for you. Where we at? How often do they cycle designers at Hasbro? It's not really a set time or anything. It's just when it's time. Sometimes they feel that different individuals belong in different areas. What's his name there? Joe Kide. Joe Kide, who worked with Animated and worked with a whole bunch of stuff. They moved him into different areas, and then he went to Lego. So it really is. It's not an individual thing. It's not a set time. Oh, your 3 months are up. Your 3 years are up. It's really when they just feel that they need a change or something. No problem, Clint. I'm glad to answer those questions. And at one point, again, watch the Toy Armada with Aaron Archer. I might as well put up that slide because I know I have that one here. Where is it? Toy Armada. Where's my Toy Armada slide? Where's my Toy Armada slide? Did I not have that one too? What's going on here? Anyways, I don't have that one either. But check out the Toy Armada with Aaron Archer. Check out that channel where me and Aaron talk about all kinds of other lines. We have a new one coming. Hopefully I'll have it ready before TFcon. I have been so swamped these past 2 weeks getting ready for the show. Joseph Ritter with the $2 super chat. Where's my full size swoop to finish my team? That's definitely going to probably happen. I'm pretty sure they're just waiting for the opportunity. I mean, it's probably going to be a leader class. The rumor is that he's going to include the swords that are supposed to come with everyone else to make it a leader class. Like he's going to be a Voyager class figure, and he's going to come with the extra accessories of the swords to go with the other members. So he'll be like a weapon pack. So that's the rumor. Don't take my word for it. That's the rumor that I'm hearing from credible sources. So we will see. Kevin PH again with the super chat. Hi Proto. So about the last stream, who's most likely to make a new Raiden, Takara, or HasLab as a I guess a crowdfund you meant to write. I don't think we're gonna see a Raiden anytime soon, and I don't think it would have been a HasLab. You know, I think that if we ever do get another Raiden, I mean, this was already a big push for Takara to probably do it through Masterpiece. That was probably insanely tough for them to do to begin with because they knew that it was really going to only target one market, which was the Japanese market, which loves trains. I don't see Hasbro doing something like Raiden unless, you know, Takara does it. It's exclusive to their market and they have the molds. But you know what? I'm reminded of stuff like the Seacons. You know, like they did those Seacon molds. They were a Japanese thing. They did it through the Generation Selects line, and that's how you kind of got the Seacons. They never did a retail release for them because I guess because they're like, you know, they're all the same color. You know, who's going to want to buy a whole bunch of fishes and turtles technically, and squids? But you know what I mean. Like it's like I guess they just didn't see the confidence in putting that in retail. Maybe they saw how well, you know, not Monstructor, Abominus did, you know, with Power of the Primes. I'm pretty sure they had their reasoning, and it's the same thing. Imagine like 6 trains, three of them are bullet trains. On top of that, three of them are pretty much the same kind of train. I mean, okay, yeah, we could get into the specifics. Oh, this one's is this specific bullet train from this year and this model, but like from the average, you know, toy buyer, you know, they look at J4, J7, and J5, aka JRX, aka Midnight Express Rail Racer, and all of that. They look at that and they go, it's 3 bullet trains, you know, and it's going to be the same thing. They're going to look at half of Raiden and go, it's just 3 bullet trains. And you could say, oh, we'll sell it as a box set. You're going to have to get a retailer that's going to want to have that kind of box set. It's a tough one. Trust me, I love trains. I love the Masterpiece one that they did. Love it. And I'm going to probably buy the repaints if they do the repaints of those Diaclone colors, you know, with Dr. Yellow and stuff. But at the same time, I can't see it in the Western market because they have a stigma. The flip side of it is in Japan, they don't want pickup trucks. They don't want pickup trucks. That masterpiece that masterpiece alternators the masterpiece that alternators Optimus Prime, that was twisting a nipple to get that to happen in Japan. A Dodge Ram as a Binaltech figure, what? Luckily Kissplay used it in a different way because it was going to be Jinrai, and then they turned into a Kissplay figure, so they were able to get away with it a little bit. But because Marissa Fairborn, she's from America, you know, the daughter of GI Joe's Flint, so yeah, American vehicle makes sense, you know. Where everything else, you know, was kind of, you could kind of get away with it with Binaltech, maybe some of the American cars not. That's a whole other discussion. Again, check out the Toy Armada. We talk about alternators and the history of that too. Plug, plug, plug. Go check out the Toy Armada with Aaron Archer. Throw that in your YouTube search algorithm, the Toy Armada with Aaron Archer or the Toy Armada. You get to hear my voice, you get to hear Aaron's amazing voice. We talk about the robots in disguise and everything else. But yeah, I just don't see it happening. It would be a Takara thing. It would be a Takara thing, and they do it like distance themselves from. They need a couple years to distance themselves from the Masterpiece because I know for a fact they're going to be doing repaints of the Masterpiece. So whenever those come, look, we have a box set coming that's going to be next year, and then they're going to be doing repaints of those molds. So it's not going to be happening anytime soon if they revisit those characters again. I suggest just look at the Masterpiece for now. Uh, let's see. Where are we at here? So my collection is Link CW. So my collection is all G1 and some generations and everything from Combiner Wars forward, except for some movie stuff. But my son is doing Bumblebee Studio series. Oh, well, that's good. Getting them young, get them to start collecting toys. I always say if you get them collecting toys, they won't have money for drugs. They won't have money for other stuff. Who's Marissa's mother? I'm gonna go with Lady J. That's just my guess. It's never been confirmed, has it? But I'm gonna go with Lady J. I'm pretty sure Sakamoto must have done something like a little manga or whatever, confirming it in the background. Link CW says, "Gotta go take out the trash." In the rain. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Thanks for all you do, Proto. Thank you, Link CW, for coming by and enjoying the pod. How much time we got left? We got, oh boy, less than 20 minutes left. Got 20 minutes and then some left in the live stream today. We'll take a few more super chat questions. In the meantime, while we do that, go enjoy some Optimus Primal vid.
Stand down! I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
It was all a dream.
It was all a dream. It was all a dream. You never saw this. Let's see. What do we got here? Kevin PH. Why aren't there any more dragon Transformers? Well, there was plenty of them during the last night, so you didn't get your dragon fix during that one. There was quite a few between Dragonstorm and what was the other one there? Skullatron. And then they did a Toys R Us exclusive repaint. So there was a whole bunch of dragons right there. Then you got Megatron. Then you got more of the mysticism kind of stuff. There was Transformers Prime Predaking, and then they used that mold. And there was even a dragon, a three-headed dragon in Rescue Bots, which was a Rescue Bots Heatwave, and then they repainted that into Predaking. So you have quite a few dragons. There's plenty of dragons. There's actually quite a few dragons just in Transformers Prime, now that I think about it. There's quite a few. You got Cryotech. There's plenty of dragons. My question is, why is there no domesticated dogs? You know, we need more domesticated dog Transformers. Almost every domesticated dog Transformer we got was through Rescue Bots. We got Dalmatians and what's it called there? Pincers and everything like that, and German Shepherds. You know, Sinner Twin, technically, yeah, that's another one too. Technically could be a dragon, like a two-headed Hydra. You know, there's plenty. There's a lot of dragons. There's a lot. You'll be just fine. If you're looking for Transformer dragons, there's a back catalog of plenty. Where are we at here? Where are we at? Let me see if I'm seeing any others. Yeah, here, see T-Formers 2002. Transformers Prime Beast Hunters was all dragons. Exactly. Plenty of dragons. Plenty of dragons. You're good. You're good. You're good for your dragons. And you got one of the best dragons with Megatron coming out. Yeah, K9 from Beast Wars was the first ever domesticated dog Transformer. Was a German Shepherd. Sawback was not, unfortunately. Sawback was a wolf. You know, but like same thing like Wolfang and all of them. Those were wolves. A lot of times when you get dog Transformers, they're wolves. I'm saying domesticated dogs. You know, where's my pug Transformer? I would love it if they did like Beast Wars of G1 characters, and like Brawn would be a pug. You know, I don't know. A pug would just work for him. This small little crazy dog, little tough little dog. Where's Dalmatian Transformer? They did a Rescue Bot gun transforming Dalmatian called I think it was Fireplug was his name. And then they did Sparkplug, which was the German Shepherd. And then they did, I forget what the other one was the blue one, which was the Doberman pincer. Um, so there's a few dogs there through rescue bots, but like legitimate transformer, Chihuahua transformer, exactly. Where's my Chihuahua transformer? And if you want tough ones, like wait, like Rottweiler, like a Rottweiler, do a Rottweiler, man. Those are tough dogs. They're sweeties, but like that'd be a cool design, But again, then what do you repaint it into? That's the problem, you know. That's the big issue is that it's the repaints. I mean, the only reason why we got Canine was because of Wolfang. They took the Wolfang sculpt, they retooled it, new tool, and then they made, Canine out of it. But that would be cool. What was the name of the Chihuahua in the movies? It's his Bling. What was his name? Oh my goodness, what was the name of their dog? I had like all the jewels and everything. They never did a transformer of him for whatever reason. That would have been cool. God, what was the name of that silly dog? Mojo. There you go. Mojo. Mojo's bling. His bling could transform into a weapon for him. And he could talk with a Spanish accent if you're someone who watched Taco Bell ads back in the 90s. Yo quiero adobats. Bad Mojo. Yeah. How much time we got left? We got 20 minutes left still. And then we're going to be relaxing. This is the last live stream before TFcon. Again, I don't know if we will be doing a live stream, a Great Dane Scooby Doo crossover, and then you could have the Mystery Machine from Ironhide. That would have been perfect. Genius, Ibrahim. Genius. But then they'd have to bug Hanna-Barbera. Michael with the gold super chat. Thank you, Michael. Gold super chat for $10. What do you think the chances are of an Ape Links announcement? Well, let's put it this way. We got a ton a ton of Optimus Primal toys. A ton. They're I mean, go on my Twitter. You see the little picture I always post. I mean, what do we got? We got Smash Changer, the Beast Combiner, the weapon, and then probably a masterpiece too at some point. One of those are gonna they put all that time and energy into all that tooling. You don't think one of those is gonna be turned into Ape Link? 100%. If anything, that's why even Ape Link was in the movie. They were just like, look, we're gonna have to repaint Primal at some point. We might as well just take the assets of this CG model and make Ape Link and put it in the story, and he'll be popular with the fans. And so for sure, we're gonna get Ape Link. Where he's going to come from, I don't know. You got to pick one of those like 8 different Optimus Primal toys we have with Rise of the Beast. Me personally, I really like that leader class. If they do a masterpiece, that's asking too much, but that would be cool too. Just to see what Ape Link's robot mode is. That's just it for me, Give him a cool robot mode. Give him a new head sculpt. Give him a head sculpt that's more like his Transmetal toy. Like from Bakan. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool, and give him because he was supposed, according to his voice actor, who answered on Twitter, he said Ape Link is the leader of the Maximals, and he kind of bestowed leadership to Optimus Primal. So he's like the leader character. So that'd be really cool to have. That'd be really really cool. Um, the Mojo thing was probably due to trademark. Yeah, I don't I don't think so in that case. Maybe the Mojo name. I don't know if you have to understand at the time Marvel would have their license with Hasbro doing toys, and I know they've done Mojo from Marvel toys, so I'm pretty sure they probably could have done it, even with the Mojo thing. Kevin PH with the $2 super chat. Will Hasbro ever make new combiners? Dude, I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming for sure. Like aerial bots for sure will probably be the next one. I'm pretty sure the MPG line at least did somewhat well for Takara, so we'll probably see another masterpiece combiner too. We'll see. We will see with that one, but for sure. I mean, some people would love to see Devastator done again. but I don't think that'll happen right away. I still think there's more time that needs to be before they have to revisit that trademark again. I think like at least another 2 years, and then they'll just they'll reissue the original uh, Combiner Wars one cheap. Horned Owl Proto, thank you Horned Owl for the question. Proto, is there any idea what happened to the Jada Micromaster scaled car with Jetfire and Hot Rod? Can't remember the third vehicle of the set. That would be Trax. Yeah, just kind of went in limbo. And then I think also Sideswipe was supposed to be involved in that set. I think it's yeah, Jada. Jada was weird with that because they showed off those slides at, I want to say it was like a toy fair or something, part of their Hollywood Rides collection. I mean, where's their? Oh, I don't have it here. I have some of their other stuff. Like here, I guess I could grab this one here. And there goes that. I probably shouldn't have. But like their Hollywood Rides collection, like this is what you're referring to. And Wave 2 was supposed to be, with Hot Rod and stuff. I guess they didn't sell well because I'll be honest with you, I still see these guys lingering. The GI Joe set, I'm kind of waiting for the GI Joe set to go on sale, and then I'll buy it. Just get a little micro Snowcat. But they still, I don't know, they're still kind of kicking around, unfortunately. So maybe Wave 1 didn't sell well. What the hell fell? Was that oh, it was probably an accessory. Wave 1 didn't sell well, so maybe they're kind of going like, ooh, if Optimus Prime and Bumblebee and Starscream didn't sell well, what would Jetfire and Hot Rod do? And that's coming from me, so that's what I think probably happened. I mean, I still hope it gets released. I really think that they should have not. I mean, I understand their logic. They probably, couldn't get the license for G1 initially, but they did all that Micromaster stuff and all of it was movie based. And there was a lot of it. There was blind packs and play sets and repaints and I think it just didn't hit with the audience, which is a shame because I really like Micromasters. I grew up on, I mean, not Micromasters, Micro Machines. And I really grew up on that. And I think that stuff didn't do well. And then Jada doing their nanos, which are similar to the Micro Machines, that doesn't do well. I don't know. I don't know what the contractual agreements were with that. So, but I hope that set comes out because a little mini hot rod would be pretty cool to have to join the others. And they're die cast too, which is really nice. And Jada does good stuff. I like Jada stuff. I have a lot of their Initial D stuff. I have a lot of their releases of even some of their Batman stuff. They did like a Batman play set. And it's always high quality. I like their stuff. I really like their stuff. Let's see. Kevin already asked that. Sorry, I already asked that question. Horned Owl already got that one. Ashnud got the new TMNT set from them. I'm going to assume you mean Jada. I must have missed something. I always miss some of the conversations. Toy Armada, aka Aaron Archer, says Mojo probably isn't even protected. Well, there you go. They could probably do it. Mark with the super chat. Mark Morales with the super chat for 5 bones. Thank you, Mark, again. Do you think we'll get the other convoys from Galaxy Force, aka Cybertron 2005? Actually, 2006. I think it started. No, 2005. You're correct. When was it? That first wave with Big Starscream was late 2004, actually. Evac and the Hydra Scourge. Well, I think both of those are slam dunks. If we ever get, because supposedly we're supposed to get a leader class Springer at some point with Studio Series 86. So right away we're going to have something that's a helicopter that has a buggy mode. And Evac in the past has been a Springer repaint. So I think that when they're going to have a big helicopter Transformer leader class, we're probably going to have an Evac at some point. And Evac is a trademark they want to keep alive on multiple different platforms. Also a movie character named Evac for the rides. So I'm pretty sure at some point we'll get an Evac. Scourge, the second they do another Predaking, like the Predaking from Prime, the second they do another Dragon Transformer, I'm pretty sure outside of that Megatron that we just got, they could probably wing some kind of Scourge. But I think like something more like a Dragon Storm even, because Scourge has his 3 heads, Their eyes being blocked by the microphone right there. Good old Scourge, and there's Cryotech Scourge too. Kudos to Aaron Archer and the crew for doing the Cryotech repaint, which is pretty cool. Back in the day, if I remember correctly, actually, that Scourge, along with the Transformers Prime Predaking, were both painted back in the day by Mark. He was doing the hand painted prototypes back then. But thank you for the super chat. That's a good one. But for sure we'll get those two. I mean, we got Nitro. Now we got the Metroplex, aka Megalo Convoy from planet Gigalonia. So for sure. Kevin PH, why are there not almost no battleship Transformers? Well, battleship ones, that one's a tough one. If we're talking aircraft carriers, that's where you get into stuff, obviously, like Broadside. Battleships, outside of maybe at best, Tidal Wave. There's a bootleg. There's a really cool bootleg that's out there that transforms into a battleship. That's a little Micromaster one. I got that gifted to me by Ultra Primal. You could check that one out. That's at Dollarama and Family Dollar. Not many. That one, you know what? Because it's a boat transformer. I'm pretty sure Aaron Archer could tell you enough about how they try to avoid making boat transformers. You know what's a really good battleship one, if you want to count that? Sharktacon from Energon. That mold is absolutely fantastic. Who's calling me now? Man, so many people are calling me. Saturday night, people need to get a life, man. Jeez. Guys. Anyways, where are we at here? But yeah, for sure. I would like more, but get Energon Sharktacon. That's a sleeper hit toy, man. Absolutely fantastic. Easily one of my favorite Energon figures. And Japan didn't even get that one. That's what's even more crazy. Michael with the gold super chat. Again, thank you, Michael, for these gold super chats. These are awesome. Do you think we'll get another Beast Wars? Do you think any Beast Wars will come like Razorback or Pack Rat? Are you talking about reissues or are you talking about like updated versions of those characters? Supposedly, Pack Rat, a blue repaint of the core class Rat Trap, will be happening. That has been confirmed by JT Prime 17 for 2024. So that one we do know is going to be happening. Where is it going to be? Is it going to be a Generation Select, a 2-pack, or whatever? We don't know. But we do know Pack Rat is coming from that mold. Razor Beast, I believe you're referring to, not Razorback. Razor Beast, I would love it if they did a modern Razor Beast. I love Razor Beast. He was a cool character in the comic. He was a cool character in the new comic that they did with Josh Burcham. I don't want to spoil. Go read that book. Don't spoil with Razor Beast. In that book, he's really cool in that one. I love his toy. I love that he was in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and how Will Smith was been looking for him since like October. I want more Razor Beast. Razor Beast is a cool character, cool design. And how many Warthog Transformers could we have? It's him and Randy. And Randy's a gold plastic nightmare. So there we go. Aaron Archer says, battleships are like trains, boring forms in package. There you go. Well, Aaron, yeah, it's true. We also had what's his name there? They called him Mirage, but it was Shock Black. It was no, because it was Shockwave was his Japanese name for Tidal Wave, and then it was what did they call it? Shock something? Because they called him Mirage for the trademark here for Shock Blast. I don't know. I forget what the Japanese name was for him. It was Shockwave, and then Shock Fleet. Thank you, T-Formers 2002. Shock Fleet. So Shock Fleet, that version, or the Dreadwing version, which was the repaint, which probably is expensive because that was a red package one. Those are, you got more there. But if, again, Aaron said it's the best, boats don't sell. Boats do not sell. Timmy K point text. Oh wait, hold on. Japan got the Sharktacon mold later as a repaint in United. Yeah, that was the Arc version, but they never got the original one in Super Link, which I always found weird because that was a fantastic mold. It took years later before they got that. That they got that like, geez, like we got the Sharkticon one. Then there was a BotCon exclusive. They did the Sharkticon packs, and then like they did that United one of the Ark years later. Where was that question? Where's the other question I wanted to answer? There was a good one. Hold on a second. But yeah, so like Razor Beast for sure. Razor Beast for sure. I would love to see. But as for the reissues, I don't know about that reissue line. That reissue line, that Beast Wars reissue line did not sell well at all. Every time something came out, it went on clearance. And the later stuff, like like what's it called there? Retracts and Pterosaur, like even those ones, they're not selling well, but like I know a lot of like distributors are just like private comic book stores are not even touching them because they bought wave one and they're still not moving. So that's a tough one. That's the one. GoBots had a battleship. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. GoBots had a lot of unique molds. Machine Robo, man. You got to get the Machine Robo stuff. Oh, I don't want to go pull down my Machine Robo book. Love Machine Robo. They need more Machine Robo stuff. Action toys. Keep doing that stuff. Why are you in limbo? Timmy K points extra. Hey, Proto. Let me just scroll down a little bit so I don't miss it. Hey, Proto. Joey wants to know why did Symbiote Studios decide to put teeth on the Slag figure? Because there was a scene where actually Slag did have teeth. He roared. He went raw, and he had teeth. So they thought it would look nicer than just like a basic, boring mouth. Kind of like how the Grimlock has teeth too. Oh wait, where did I put Grimlock? Oh, there he is. Kind of how Grimlock has teeth. It's a dinosaur. You want to have teeth on them. It's more scary. So they thought it would just look nicer. And it was based off of a specific episode where like you see Slag roaring and he had teeth. So that's where that came from. Sheriff says Razor Beast is my favorite Beast Wars toy. It's definitely in my like top 10. That's for sure for me. That's it. And he also says, late for the stream. Will you be at TFcon next week? 100%, my brother. I will be at TFcon next week. If you want to find me on Friday, I will be in charge of the charity auction. So go check that out. I do the charity auction with Cheers Ian every year. So we do the charity auction on Fridays. That'll be located in the panel room. After the charity auction, usually it ends around charity auction ends around 9, 10 o'clock. It really depends. Then I'm going to start my parts party where if you're present, you could pick up the exclusive figure. You probably didn't see the commercial, Seraph. Just go watch the commercial and replays. So you could go pick up the exclusive figure from my room there, and then afterwards, Saturday and Sunday, I'll be with Aaron Archer at Aaron Archer's table the whole weekend. And I think Aaron has a panel at some point too on Saturday, so check that out too if you're going to be there this weekend. So, but yes, I will be there at TFCon next week. Reissue the God Neptune would be awesome, but probably will never happen. And that goes for insane money on eBay now. God Neptune and the Piranacon, both of them right now, complete sets of them on eBay. Woo! And the only reason why I know that because my buddies at Symbiote Studios, they really wanted to get one, and then we saw the price and we're like, okay then. Yeah, not happening. Princeton Phalanx 59. What's for dinner, Proto? Well, Princeton, I haven't figured that out yet. I was actually thinking of maybe making pasta. I wasn't sure yet. I bought a lot of stuff from the Asian grocery store, but I'm probably not going to make it tonight. So I'm probably going to have pasta because that's a lot quicker to do. So meatballs with fusilli, which is the corkscrew pasta with, and my red sauce has roasted garlic and tomatoes in it. I don't know the name of the brand, but it's very good. Very, very good. I'm not a big spaghetti guy, but I like fusilli. Loves fusilli. Gold super chat again from Michael with the $20. Thank you, Michael. You're doing great today, Michael. Good questions though, Michael, too. You're asking really good ones. I like good, profound questions. He says, thank you. Sorry for all the Beast Wars questions, brother. Beast Wars is my favorite Transformer series of all time. You could talk Beast Wars all day if you want. I literally have Tigatron right here on my desk, So like I don't have a lot of Transformers on my desk. I have a lot of, obviously my boy is here, but Beast Wars will always be the best of all time. Masterpiece Beast Wars is the only masterpieces that I buy 2 of them outside of the Hot Rod stuff. But anyway, sorry, let's continue your question. Sorry for all the Beast Wars questions. Would there be another Magmatron or Big Convoy? Are those trademarks lost? So Japanese trademarks are kind of a different story. They don't count. So like if you have like, you know, all kinds of weird Japanese names, that doesn't apply. Big Convoy never had an American trademarked release, so that never happened. We obviously had good old Bloody Tusks over there, which was the black repaint. That was called Nemesis Prime. We had the TFCC exclusive that was Ultra Mammoth, which was the white repaint, which is a fantastic figure too. I love the colors on that one. But we never had a big convoy per se trademark put out there. And it's the same thing. Magmatron, there was a trademark that was with Beast Machines with the Dinobot line, but that was so long ago that that trademark obviously has lapsed. The thing is, they could obviously reestablish it again if they want to make a Magmatron, but wouldn't that would be a tough one though. Think about it this way, right? How would you want to do Magmatron today? So you'd want to have the individual dinos that don't have individual robot modes that combine to make the bigger robot. That's fine, but then what do you do with the repaint afterwards? That's where it gets a little difficult. The only thing I could think of, now I have to get the GoBot book. One moment. Now you're making me get it. Let's get the GoBot book. So this is a Machine Robo Wedge, probably easily the best GoBot / Machine Robo book. It's really cool. It also has a DVD of commercials and stuff. What a fantastic little book. But there was a Rock Lord character here. See? So you could do maybe something like that. You could do a Rock Lord character maybe, and we're getting a whole bunch of rock characters next year. That could be like also like a dino combiner. So there's a possibility with that. If they continue with the Rock Lord history, because we're gonna be seeing a lot of that next year. Woo, yeah. Look at all that. Give me marbles. Give me a marbles that doesn't suck. I love marbles in the Revenge of the Rock Lords cartoon movie, but his toy was terrible, terrible. So I could totally see it happening. Welcome, Ron Diaz. It's okay to be late. Well, look, when we're done, obviously the whole segment goes on private temporarily as it uploads on YouTube, and then it usually goes live like at midnight. You'll see it on the replays. A lot of cool stuff, Ron. Be sure to watch the replays. We revealed a lot of stuff today. But yeah, I could see Magmatron again at some point, but they'd really have to change how they handle that Neo character because you're kind of sandwiched in. What do you do with the repaint or the remold afterwards? Big Convoy's a good one. They'll do Big Convoy. They'll give him some Western name, or they'll call him Big Convoy. You know, look, we got Lio Prime. I guess we could get a Big Prime. I would have preferred Lio Convoy. Just stick with the Japanese name. That's what everyone knows it for. But they want to own everything. So, but totally could see it. It'd be good. It would be good. It would be good. But yeah, thank you for that super chat. That's a really good one. That's a really, really good one. How much time we got left? All right, we're done. We have one more super chat, and then we're gonna call it quits today. So Ron Diaz with the $8 super chat. Thank you, Ron, for coming late and bringing in the super chat. Past 2 weeks, I picked up Premium Finish Ultra Magnus Premium Edition, Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus, getting on Ultra Magnus kick, Tigatron, DevCon at Walmart, and you also got Breakdown and the Titans Return Getaway. Titans Return Getaway is a tough one to get. I love that mold though. That's a good one. That used the hot rod mold if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff there. Especially the Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus because you got a little bit of Diaclone with that one. That's a really good one. Oh, we got more super chats. Okay, I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I don't want to leave you guys hanging before we go. Aaron Archer says, "See you all in Toronto." I'll see you, Aaron, in less than 6 days from now. I'll see you in Toronto, brother. We will be chilling like villains at TFcon. Retric Union wants to know, do you think they will continue Legacy, at least the idea of it past Uni for year 3? People seem to be enjoying the whole idea of a universe coming together, especially near an anniversary. I think they will. I mean, you look at the John Warden trilogy of Siege, Earthrise, and Kingdom, and you see what John's vision was, which was really G1 84, 85, 86. Originally, Kingdom was supposed to be 86 movie characters versus modern 84, 85. And then Beast Wars kind of got put in there afterwards in development. And then you look at so far the Evan slash, Mark era, which is really like everything. So I think it really has more to do with the creative team right now. As long as those guys are still around, I think they're going to continue doing it still. I think that that's going to be something that we will see more and more of in the future as long as we have that creative team. For an earlier question, I mean new original combiner. Oh, an original combiner. Well, Victorion, that didn't do well. That was the fan combiner, kind of mediocre sales on that one. Once in a while we get something new. I mean, look, Volcanicus was a new combiner, but mind you, was based on popular previously existing characters in the Dinobots. We got like the Optimus Prime combiner. I think if we ever enter another era like Combiner Wars, where we get a lot of these, a lot of these characters that are being combiners for the first time, I think that'll open that up. But I think that, I mean, and let's be honest, if you ask the fan, give us a new combiner or revisit an old one, I think they're going to want to revisit an old one. I think they're going to like, hey, we'll give you a brand new combiner. He'll be awesome. Or Defensor. Oh, we're going to give you a brand new awesome. He'll be awesome. Or Bruticus. I think people are going to always want the Bruticus, the Defensor, the Devastators, the Computrons, the Seacons, Paranicon, like even Road King. I mean, I think people would want Road King and Landcross from Victory before they would want a new combiner. I mean, that's me being honest. Like, I think that that's what the fans would want, and I think it would sell better too. Just based on previous experience of stuff outside of, you know, Volcanicus did well because it was Grimlock, and Grimlock is part of the Legendary Seven, so you're set when you have one of those guys in there. I hope I answered everything. I hope I got everything at this point. Getaway was Chrome Dome. Thank you. Sorry, why did I think Hot Rod? But anyways, see everyone at TFcon who's going to be there next week. We'll see you all at TFcon. Thank you for all the super chats, all the great questions. I'll see you too, Fair Lady Z. You're going to be there next week. Larry's going to be there. Ninjatron's going to be there. Who else is going to be there? I think T-Formers 2002 will be there. I don't know who else is in the chat that's going to be there. I know people that are going to be there that are my patrons and stuff, but I don't know. Anyways, guys, thank you all for the love and support, all the great stuff. I hope you learned something today. That's the whole point of the podcast, is to have fun, be entertained, educated, and informed, and learn something about this hobby that you may not have learned about. Before we go, let's run the two commercials. We'll run the two commercials one more time, and then we will call it quits tonight. So first, the Primal.
Down. I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
It was all a dream.
And last but not least, the TFcon exclusive this weekend. And that's it, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family and your loved ones. It's a beautiful world out there. Don't be stressed by all the negativity that is out there in this crazy world. It's a lot more cooler than you think. There's so much cool stuff to do, so many cool people to meet, and so many new friends to enjoy. We live long and beautiful, healthy lives as long as you do that to yourself. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys at Toronto in less than 6 days. If not, you'll be hearing my voice, at least for most of the week for the news this week for the Transformers Slag podcast. I'm out of here. Take care, everyone. Love you all. I'm out.